The Rameshwaram cafe in Bengaluru.
And I was standing outside, okay, while I was waiting for him. Suddenly the blast sounds, okay, it was very huge, okay. And yes, I'm all full black.
Well, Akshita, you know that if someone wanted to hurt a lot of people, you know, they couldn't have chosen a more prime location than a Rameshwaram cafe.
You know, you have so many tables in Rameshwaram cafe. People, it's extremely crowded.
I actually came here to have lunch. My friend was having food here. So all of a sudden I heard a loud noise. When I came nearby, I saw all the, a huge black smoke. I saw people rushing from inside.
So 9 people have sustained injuries in the blast at the Rameshwaram cafe in Whitefield, Bengaluru.
The Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, addressing the media in Mysuru, has categorically mentioned that it was a bomb blast, it was an IED blast which has taken place in Rameshwaram cafe. Remember, this is the IT corridor of Bengaluru, Kundanalli and Whitefield area where you have a lot of IT companies, and this particular area especially is also a residential area where the IT professionals live.
You know, social media, if you follow anything on Bengaluru, is all about Rameshwaram cafe. That's how popular it is. You'll find a blend of tourists, locals, all who visit this cafe. The timing of it, this incident took place around 1 p.m. Peak lunchtime, peak time really when cafes like this are packed to the brim. You look at a Rameshwaram cafe in Bangalore, it's there across the city, of course. This is the Whitefield branch. It's one of those semi-outdoor, you know, standing kind of setup. So everyone's together, there's no tables separate. You can't identify if a bag is kept next to you or not because everyone's standing. You've got strangers on your table all eating together. So in that sense, Shiv, with the CCTV footage, it may be easier for officials to actually find out who brought in this bag, who kept it, but otherwise it would be near impossible simply because of the footfall, one, the number of people who come to this kind of a restaurant and how immensely popular it is, and second, because of how the seating is. It's not table by table with a certain amount of distance. There are just a bunch of tables laid out. It's largely outdoor. Everyone gathers. Wherever you find space, you kind of stand, which is why unfortunately the number of people who have been injured has gone up from 4 to 9. Fortunately, no critical injuries being reported, but there are 9 people who were all there standing at different points clearly who've all been injured in this blast, Shiv.
Anaga, thankfully, you know, no fatalities, no serious injuries. But can you give us an update as we, you know, continue to play out these visuals, Anaga, of the moments right after the blast? How are the people who are injured? They're in the hospital right now. Take us through what's happening with them. How are they doing?
Well, Shiv, the situation here is truly disturbing because there is one woman who works at a private company. Her name is Swaranamba. We don't really want to divulge more private details that could, harm their personal privacy. But now this woman has suffered 40% injuries is what we are being told by the doctor. Her ears are severely injured. The doctor, they are now putting her inside a CT scan to sort of find out if there are more injuries in other parts of her body. But she has severe mental trauma, physically as well. Her ears are badly injured, including certain sections of her brain are also badly injured, we are being told. And in her body, she has sustained 40% injuries. But when it comes to others, 2 of them, they were aged 25. They had come there in their office lunch break to have lunch, and that's when this disturbing incident has taken place. We just spoke to the husband of the woman. He was just standing here, but then he had to go up. Situation is truly disturbing. All the family members, they are inside. Of course, none of us are really allowed to enter inside the hospital, but we are being told that all the family members, they've arrived here. They are right now undergoing treatment. Thankfully, there have been no fatalities at the moment. All of them are undergoing treatment, but there has been one very serious injury. That is this woman, Swaranamba, who has suffered 40% burn injuries, and she needs surgery.
40% burn injuries. She requires surgery. We understand that some of those people have, their hearing has been damaged. And these pictures, Anaga, these pictures that we're getting from inside Rameshwaram Cafe, is completely the opposite of what was initially imagined. The damage is not small at all. We can see a great deal of damage inside the restaurant. So it's not surprising at all, that people have been badly injured. But it's actually a bit of a miracle, isn't it, Anaga, that nobody lost their lives considering the damage inside the restaurant.
Well, that's right, Shiv, because if you have ever been to Rameshwaram Cafe, you'll know that it's always flooded with people, be it any branch, be it the one in Rajaji Nagar or the one in Indira Nagar or the one in Whitefield or the one in JP Nagar. You always have hungry customers over there, entirely flooded with people belting idlis and dosas, and especially it was peak lunch hour, Shiv. It was at around 1 o'clock when people would have stepped out of their offices to have their lunch break. So all these evidences, if you just connect the dots, you will know that this is completely intentional. They planted this at around afternoon at 1 o'clock when the crowd is at its peak. All the office goers would have come here to have a break or to have some coffee or tea. Everything was pre-planned. This was completely intentional, as was said by the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. He has conceded that yes, this was a case of bomb blast. You have so many tables in Rameshwaram Cafe. People, it's extremely crowded. You wouldn't know who's who over there, because this person who has planted this bomb, we are being told by our sources that he went to the counter, procured the counter, and then placed the bomb inside the bag, we are being told.